Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're out kind of looking at one of our cotton fields. I haven't been out here for a while, and so we're really just gonna, me and Maisie are gonna see what it's looking like. This is our drip field. It is planted on 30s, but the drip tape is on 38s because when it got installed, it was 38-inch drip tape. And then we switched to 30s, and that's just how it is. It still works really good. You just have to pick the perfect time to come out here and plant it, which we did this year. So try to go to an okay spot here in the middle of the field. We didn't get the best population up, so that's going to cut back on the yields just a tad. But so we're going to look at this little plant right here. What you want to look at is usually, we call these the bowls. That's what has the cotton in it. I'll take one off and show y'all. But usually the bowls that are more closer to the bottom, that's it on this one. Does this one have any more? So the ones that are closer to the bottom on the first leaves, that's what you call your money bowls. Those are the ones that are going to be worth a lot. As in, quality wise, it's worth a lot. Then the higher up you go, it doesn't get as good as quality because it doesn't get as good or as much moisture in them. But they still make very well. So there's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's quite a bit. I done lost count. But even the bowls like this, if we do not have a late or a early freeze, these will come open and produce. See, like this one is trying. But they will come open and produce. Not very much, but they will. So you have to count those into your yield. So really what I've seen is, just judging about on the past cotton years, is this should make roughly 2.8 to 3 bales an acre, which is what we shoot for. We shoot money-wise on how we get it all right in the books and everything. We shoot for 2.5 bale an acre. Everything over 2.5 is profit, but it also goes to making tractor payments or all that other stuff. 2.5 bales are minimum that we could have to pay for everything, and then over that is just kind of a cherry on top. So we think that's what that one's gonna make. We got, come on, Mace. We got some dry land that's not gonna make that. It got held on, and we don't even think it's gonna make 200 pounds. So I'll run over there. It's just right there. I'll run over there and show y'all that while I'm over here. The past couple of weeks where the temperature has been in the, the past couple of weeks where the temperature's been in the 80s, the cotton hasn't been doing so good, but the corn and Milo's been doing great. And I'm the only one that has corn and Milo. My brother has some red top cane that he's gonna put cows on. So my stuff's been doing great the past couple of weeks, but it killed it those 4 weeks that it was over 100 degrees too. So, and the weeds did get out of control in some areas, and we finally got them sprayed, so they're doing good. This end part right here is always weedy because that's just we have to come over here and shred it because it's a part of the field that you can't plant because it has all the drip irrigation stuff. It was weird because not even a mile down the road is this other field that got held on. I mean, it completely wiped it out. And insurance is making us keep it and strip it so that way they can see your yield on it. Which I haven't been by here in a while, so we're gonna see how weedy it is. And as you can see, I did get everything baled up. Everything's baled and stacked as of today. And yeah, we're just waiting on them to start taking some loads and get paid on some stuff now. Yeah. Ugh. So far the cane's coming back pretty good that we've been watering, and so I'll probably will get another cutting off the cane, and it'll probably be 2 or 3 bale, which in return still makes you money. Around here, if you could at least make a bale an acre, everybody's making just a smidge of money. A bale an acre ends up being to where everybody makes around $10 to $15 a bale, and then it goes up from there. And on this field, it's weird. One side didn't get held on, and the other side got held on. It was a freak little storm that literally came and held and only dropped the 10th of rain, and then it left. Didn't hit nothing else of ours. So weird deal, but it is what it is. You can't change the fact that it did that. Yeah, okay. So I will show y'all what a held out cotton crop looks like when you still have to grow it. It don't look very good, that's for sure. I don't know if you could tell. All this got held out, and you could kind of see it comes in and comes around and held all this out. And I mean, this was looking good, but like I said, you have none down here. See it broke the bark off when it hit it. It broke all the leaves off on top of it. I mean, it's still putting on some good bolls, but it's not going to amount to hardly anything. Not when you have little ones like that. And this did happen early enough in the year. If insurance would have just came out here and looked at it, they could have saw that it's not going to do nothing. So we could have came out here and got it plowed up and planted it in Milo. But that didn't happen, and we're stuck growing it, and we're going to strip it, I guess. You already have some coming out. I'll show y'all. On the edges, there's starting to be a lot of bolls pop out. It's just getting that time of year, and the edges are usually the driest, is why they pop out so soon. But there's some cotton. So when you go and strip it, you'll get a whole bunch of burrs in it from the plant when it's dead. And then testing it, they'll spread it apart, see how far it spreads apart without it breaking, and that'll be your quality on it. I can tell you right now, this is crappy quality, but that's not gonna be good at all. Then they'll go in and count your seeds. You do get a rebate back when you get it ginned on your seed. You could either sell it or take it for yourself. The cows love this. We don't feed it to our cows personally, but and that's what the seed looks like. Little old sucker. So yeah, that's a little cotton update on our best / worst field. And that our best field is, most of the fields look like that one. It's actually been a very good year to grow cotton, and I just got the wrong end of the deal with it not coming up. And getting hell on it didn't help it any. But so I'll take y'all to Wayside. It's kind of a different video from a different day, but I got the drone out, flew the drone around, showed y'all about Wayside and everything. So I hope y'all enjoy the video. So as you can tell, I mean, it's going good so far. I'm not complaining with how any of the crops look. I do want to get more into y'all can't see me. I do want to get more into showing y'all kind of the financial side of the farm, mainly because I have met lots of people that, you know, they think farmers are rich, and I think if they understood the amount of debt we're in. Oh, broke a thing when I landed it. Whoops, my bad. But I think if they understood the amount of debt farmers are in, they would think differently. I hear all the time, man, I want to be a farmer so I can have all this nice stuff, and I'm always like, no, you do not. We're the only people that We have to buy at retail price and sell at wholesale price. Which for me, I'm not farming to get rich. I'm farming to mainly because I like it. And I like being my own boss. Being my own boss is pretty fun. I get to choose when I want to work, so, which is really all the time, but come on. I really need to get me some new water boots. I think these are about done. We're just gonna set them right there for now. I gotta drive over there and clean the pickup out. Go. So we're gonna go over there to where that Milo is at, and I'll show y'all. The dryland Milo actually looks pretty good, so I'll kind of show y'all that dryland Milo compared to the irrigated Milo. You can see the difference. I mean, it speaks for itself. And then I will show y'all some more of the corn, I guess. Oh no. And then that'll be it for this video. I got done baling, so we're done baling until somebody else calls, or I'm probably gonna swap and bale the corn and Milo stalks. And so we're done doing that. We haven't started planting wheat yet. Y'all will see that when we start planting wheat. And then I'm gonna try to come and get some drone videos and make a video on when they come out and cut this corn and when they come out and cut the Milo. Just to give y'all something. And then this winter, it's just gonna be videos all about fixing all of my stuff, and then building a barbed wire fence and all kinds of neat stuff. So I will see y'all when we get over there to that Milo. There you go. You can kind of see the heads on it, which I could go over there and show y'all. But the heads are filling in very nicely, and it seems like it's going to be a good crop. Zoom this out. It seems like it's gonna be a good crop, so I guess we'll really find out. But you could definitely tell that light green part over there, Johnson grass. It rained, so that looks wet, and it is. That's all plowed. That'll be in wheat. So with this over here, it'll all be in wheat. But this gives you a good representation of the corn. We're right here. So, I mean, you could definitely see the strips through it, but so far, I mean, it is looking very good for corn not being able to grow up here in the panhandle that good. Up here in the panhandle, we'll probably, oh no. Up here in the panhandle, we'll probably average 170, 180 bushel. I did have my agronomist come out here, and he thinks it's going to be about 180 to 200 bushel. If I get no spider mites in it, which I haven't yet, and we keep getting a little bit of rain here and there, and I keep the water on it. But that pivot is coming back, so I'm speeding it up on the Milo, and when it gets back over here, it'll be slowed down a little. I could actually hear it. Huh. So there's where that well's at, and we walked right in this little green area, or it might have been I think it might have been right there because I didn't even go past the first tower. So it was in right there somewhere. I like checking the first tower because that's going to be the suckiest tower for me this year. So now I'm going to attempt to land this sucker on the hood of the pickup, and we're going to go from there. So my pivot likes to get stuck over there. You can tell there's a spot that didn't get planted good. Some skips here and there from where it didn't get planted good, but overall for around this country, it's really not looking too bad. Twist it this way. It's kind of hard to fly this just with one hand. I came earlier in the year and you could definitely see the waves in it, but that seems to have fixed itself. Right in here, let me back up. Right in there is from where I had one big old water leak when the corn was very small and it just kind of drowned it out. Some of it came back, but it's not going to be near as good. And it's all filled in weeds, of course. But so far, I mean, it's really not looking too bad. I don't know how to make that zoom in. How about that? Nope, that's not it. There we go. There's that middle. This middle, or this first tower right here, it looks very good. Then you come over here to the Milo. I got a bunch of Johnson grass growing up. But the Milo is looking baller this year. I think it'll make, I'm hoping it makes 4,000 to 8,000 pounds an acre, which is, I'll have to do the math to figure that out in bushels. But so far it is looking really good. See if I could drop you just a little lower. So there, you can see that, oh shoot, that yellow strip right there and through there. Well, this little yellow strip, it used to be a turn row. So I've never really had good crops there to begin with. See, and then there's the road right there that I just walked down. That little pocket right there is from where it didn't plant good or something. But if you go across most of the field, you could see where it's not getting enough water on my pivot tracks. Like right there. Right there, that's a pivot track, and across there it's not getting water. I have that for a reason, because my pivot likes to get stuck. So, I'm going to put this in the pickup. So, this one was today, and this one kind of fell apart, but this one was from last week. You could tell a huge difference in the size. Same spot on these. I'm picking all the corn that I'm keeping to kind of have for references from the same spot. But yeah, you could tell on this one it was kind of ununiformed. So at some point it struggled. Which I'm assuming it struggled when I was having water problems. So now we're gonna take the drone out. Oh. This is a new drone for me. Yeah. Need to charge my batteries when I get home. If I recall, this was dead. Okay, we're gonna go inside the pickup. That way I can charge my remote. Oh. Gonna say I gotta find my charger. Gotta wait for it to boot up first.
Take off.
There she goes. So I'll kind of show y'all what I'm looking at. So far, I mean, it don't look too bad. They are nice and straight for the most part. So this one is a pretty decent one, except for that up there. I don't know what that causes, what that is. I don't know if it hasn't filled out all the way yet or what. But I got some corn that it's all the way and it's about yay big. And then I got this. This is probably the worst one I've picked so far. So far, so good. I mean, it's really not too bad. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Milo Farms. So today we are going to go look at some corn, and we're gonna go pick a cob off and see how far it is. And judging by that is gonna see if I do try to figure out what it's gonna make or not. After 3 weeks of 108 to 110 degrees, we're gonna see how good it actually looks. The whole month of August around here, because it is August 31st, so the whole month of August has been in the hundreds, except for this last week. So this last week, yesterday we actually got rain, so it's pretty muddy out here. So we're gonna go look. This end row is always bad, and I'm following this. I'm following my little trail that will take me to this well down here to try to get quite a ways up in there. So we're gonna keep going. I do have some weed pressure. It's not good. All right, so we're gonna go back up, and that one has a weed right in the way. We're gonna go this way. Keep going just a little ways. And if you can tell right there, we did get some good pollination. So it should be good. Ugh, corn's still kind of wet this morning. It's a good thing that it's still wet throughout here because my pivot is over in the Milo. I'm gonna take my drone up here after a while and kind of show y'all what the corn's looking like now, what the Milo's looking like again. So, but first we're gonna see how good this is. Whoa. The dry land, I mean, it's putting some cobs on. That little part is. The rest of it's dead. This dry land part, I'm just gonna probably swap them bell it and call it a day. But we'll see. I could already tell this one's not gonna be a good kernel. These outside rows, it's gonna be my worst, so I'll take one from the outside row and then we'll go more towards the middle and see. Kind of get them. I'll get 3 from very different spots of the field. So if you can't tell, there's that.